Have you noticed how you can function all day and still feel emotionally exhausted inside? And have you noticed how the harshest voice in your life is sometimes the voice inside your own head? Welcome back to the channel. I am glad you are here. Today we are going to explore the simple truth. First, loving kindness is not a sweet idea for calm people. It is a practical training that rewires the nervous system from threat to safety. Second, compassion is not something you either have or do not have. Compassion is a skill you cultivate through repeated intention, and that skill changes the way you meet pain, mistakes, relationships, and even your own future. Take a slow breath in. Take a slow breath out. If you can, let the exhale be slightly longer. Feel the support under you. Chair, bed, floor, ground. Let your body receive support. Many of us live as if we must hold everything alone. But in this moment you can be held. Now, loving kindness sometimes sounds simple, almost too simple. People hear phrases like "may I be happy" or "may you be safe," and they think it is just positive thinking. But it is deeper than that. Loving kindness is the practice of turning the heart toward care, especially when the mind is trained to turn toward criticism, fear, comparison, or numbness. It is not pretending everything is okay. It is building a stable inner refuge so you can face reality without collapsing and without becoming cruel. So we will move slowly. We will keep it real. And we will remember this. You do not have to force feelings. You do not have to manufacture warmth like a performance. The practice is the intention. The practice is the direction. Feelings often follow later, after repetition. Let me tell you a story. Imagine a person who owns a small house with a garden. The house is not perfect, but it is home. Over time, storms come. Some storms are obvious: a heartbreak, a conflict, a loss, a failure. Some storms are quiet. Constant pressure, constant comparison, constant self-doubt. Each storm leaves a little damage. The roof leaks a bit. The windows rattle. The garden gets overgrown. The person keeps living in the house, but they stop caring for it. Not because they do not want to, but because they feel too tired. They say, "I will fix it later. When life gets easier, I will take care of myself. When I feel better, I will be kinder to myself." But later becomes a habit, and the house becomes colder inside. The person becomes sharper. They begin to feel ashamed of the mess. They avoid inviting anyone in. They avoid looking at the garden. They avoid quiet moments because quiet moments reveal how neglected the inner home has become. One day a friend visits. The friend does not shame them. The friend does not lecture them. The friend simply says, "We can start small. We can fix one window. We can water one corner of the garden. We can clear one path. We do not need a perfect renovation. We need steady care." That is loving kindness. Steady care. One corner, one window, one breath. Your inner life is that home. Loving kindness is not pretending the house was never damaged. Loving kindness is beginning the repair with gentleness so your nervous system stops living like it is always storm season. Now let us begin with the foundation. Your body. Notice your face. Is the jaw clenched? Are the eyes tense? Is the forehead tight? Many people wear effort on the face without noticing. So let the forehead soften 1%. Let the eyes rest 1%. Let the jaw unclench 1%. Notice your shoulders. Are they lifted as if bracing? Let them drop 1%. Notice your hands. Are they gripping? Let them loosen 1%. Notice your belly. Is it tight? Let it soften 1%. 1% is enough. 1% is the language the nervous system understands. Now notice your breath. Inhale naturally. Exhale slowly. Each exhale can be a small message to the body. We are safe enough right now. Now we start loving kindness in the most honest place. Toward yourself. A lot of people resist this. They think self-compassion is selfish. Or they think it will make them lazy. Or they think they do not deserve it. Or they think being hard on themselves is how they stay disciplined. But harshness has a cost. Harshness keeps the body in threat mode. Threat mode makes you reactive, exhausted, and less clear. Loving kindness does not remove responsibility. Loving kindness gives you the stability to take responsibility without self-destruction. So we begin. Silently. Repeat after me if you want. If a phrase feels too big, you can adjust it. If you cannot repeat it, you can simply listen. May I be safe. May I be at ease. May I be healthy in body and mind. May I live with peace. Now pause. Notice what happens inside when you offer yourself these phrases. Some people feel warmth. Some feel nothing. Some feel sadness. Some feel resistance. All responses are normal. If resistance appears, do not fight it. Resistance often means there is a part of you that learned kindness is dangerous, or kindness is not allowed, or kindness must be earned. So we meet the resistance with kindness too. You might say silently, "It is okay to feel resistance. I am still here." Now we repeat the phrases again, slowly, like watering a dry plant. May I be safe. May I be at ease. May I be healthy in body and mind. May I live with peace. Now let us deepen the practice by adding a key truth. Loving kindness is not about forcing happiness. It is about offering goodwill, the wish for well-being. Even if you feel sad, you can still offer goodwill. Even if you feel anxious, you can still offer goodwill. Even if you feel numb, you can still offer goodwill. Goodwill is an intention. It is a direction. It is a seed. So we add one more line. May I treat myself with kindness as I heal. Now breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Now I want to talk about why this practice is so powerful from a cause and effect perspective. Whatever you repeat becomes the default voice. If you repeat self-criticism becomes fast and automatic. If you repeat kindness, kindness becomes more available when you need it. This is training. The mind is shaped by repetition. The heart is shaped by repetition. The nervous system is shaped by repetition. So every time you practice loving kindness, even for 30 seconds, you are planting a cause. Causes create effects. Effects become patterns. Patterns become the life you experience. This is why small practices matter. They change the direction of your inner story. Now we expand loving kindness beyond yourself. Because compassion is not meant to stay trapped inside one person. It is meant to flow outward naturally, but in a way that still keeps boundaries. So now, bring to mind someone who has been kind to you, even in a small way. It could be a friend, a family member, or anyone who offered a moment of warmth. Do not choose a complicated person yet. Choose someone easy. Picture them lightly, or simply hold the sense of them. Now offer the phrases to them. May you be safe. May you be at ease. May you be healthy in body and mind. May you live with peace. Now notice what happens. For some people this feels easier than self-kindness. That is common. Many people work rain to care for others more than they care for themselves. If that is you, notice it without shame. You are learning balance. Now we expand again to include a neutral person. Someone you see but do not know well. A cashier. A classmate you do not talk to. A neighbor you pass. Choose a neutral person. Offer goodwill. May you be safe. May you be at ease. May you be healthy in body and mind. May you live with peace. Now, this step matters because it trains the mind to see others as human, not as objects or obstacles. And when you train that view, something changes in your daily life. You become less reactive. You become more patient. You become less trapped in self-centered stress. Your world becomes softer. Now we come to the most difficult step, offering loving kindness towards someone difficult. This step is optional. You do not have to choose the most harmful person. You do not have to force forgiveness. Start small. Choose someone mildly difficult. Someone who annoys you. Someone who triggers impatience. someone who you feel tension about, but not someone who overwhelms you. Now, here is the crucial rule. Loving kindness toward a difficult person does not mean you allow them into your life. It does not mean you remove boundaries. It does not mean you approve of harm. Loving kindness means you stop feeding hatred inside your own body. Hatred burns you first. So we offer goodwill in a wise way. May you be free from confusion that causes harm. May you be safe. May you be at ease. May you learn to live with peace. If that feels too hard, you can simply offer one sentence. May you find clarity. Now breathe. Inhale. Exhale. If resistance appears, that is normal. You are not failing. You are meeting the edge of your heart. This is where training happens. You do not force. You do not collapse. You practice 1%. Now I want to share a second story, because this is where many people misunderstand compassion. Imagine a person holding a hot coal in their hand. They say, "This coal is my anger. This coal is my proof. This coal is my protection. If I drop it, they win. If I drop it, I forget. If I drop it, I become weak." But the coal is burning their palm. The longer they hold it, the more damage it does. The other person may not even feel it. The coal is mainly hurting the one holding it. A wise friend says, "You can drop it. Dropping it does not erase what happened. Dropping it does not remove consequences. Dropping it simply stops burning you." That is the heart of loving kindness toward difficult people. You are not giving them a prize. You are dropping the coal so your own nervous system can heal. And when your nervous system heals, you can set better boundaries. You can speak more clearly. You can choose better relationships. You can stop repeating old patterns. This is cause and effect again. Inner warmth creates clearer action. Now let us bring loving kindness back to yourself, because the point is not to become a saint for everyone while abandoning yourself. The point is balance. So return to the self phrases again. May I be safe. May I be at ease. May I be healthy in body and mind. May I live with peace. May I treat myself with kindness as I heal. Now pause. Notice the body. How is the jaw? How are the shoulders? How is the breath? Even if nothing feels dramatic, respect small shifts. A small shift is real. Now, I want to talk about the most common obstacle to loving kindness. The inner critic. The inner critic often believes it is helping you. It says, if I push you, you will improve. If I shame you, you will not fail again. If I compare you, you will stay motivated. But the inner critic is often a frightened protector. It learned that harshness was the way to survive. It learned that being perfect was the way to avoid rejection. It learned that being small was the way to avoid conflict. So instead of fighting the critic, you can meet it with compassion too. You might say silently, "Thank you for trying to protect me. I choose a kinder way." Then return to loving kindness phrases. May I be safe. May I be at ease. Now let us connect this to real-life situations, because this is where loving kindness becomes more than a meditation. Imagine you make a mistake tomorrow. The critic appears. It says you are stupid. You are behind. You always do this. You will never change. In that moment, loving kindness is a pause. One exhale. I soft jaw. And one sentence. I can learn without cruelty. That sentence is loving kindness in action. Or imagine someone triggers you. You feel anger rising. You feel heat. You feel the urge to react. Loving kindness is not pretending you are not angry. Loving kindness is regulating before you speak. Exhale slowly. Feel your feet. Then choose wise speech or silence. This protects others and it protects you. Or imagine you feel lonely at night. The mind says you are unlovable. You are alone. Nobody cares. Loving kindness is a hand on the chest and a simple phrase. May I be kind to myself tonight. Then a small caring action. Water. A warm shower. A short walk. A calm activity. Sleep. Small caring actions or loving kindness made physical. Now, I want to address something important. Sometimes loving kindness can bring up sadness. Why? Because when you offer yourself kindness, you realize how long you have lived without it. You realize how harsh the inner world has been. You realize how much you needed comfort and did not receive it. That sadness is not failure. That sadness is grief releasing. That sadness is the heart thawing. So if sadness appears, meet it gently. This is sadness. I am here. May I be kind to myself. Now breathe. Now, another important point. Loving kindness does not mean you never say no. In fact, loving kindness often makes you better at saying no. Because you stop confusing people pleasing with love. Loving kindness says, I care about you, and I care about me. Loving kindness says, I do not need to abandon myself to be accepted. Loving kindness says, my boundaries are part of my compassion. So if you need to set a boundary, that can be loving kindness. It can prevent resentment. It can prevent burnout. It can prevent future harm. Now, we will do a longer flow of phrases. Again, you can repeat silently or simply listen. Let these be like slow drops of water on dry soil. May I be safe. May I be at ease. May I be healthy in body and mind. May I live with peace. May I forgive myself for being imperfect. May I learn without cruelty. May I rest without guilt. May I trust that I can grow with kindness. Now expand outward. May those I love be safe. May those I love be at ease. May those I love be healthy in body and mind. May those I love live with peace. Now to neutral people. May all people I see today be safe. May all people I see today be at ease. May all people I see today be healthy in body and mind. May all people I see today live with peace. Now to difficult people. Gently. May you be free from confusion that causes harm. May you find clarity. May you be safe. May you live with peace. Now back to yourself, because you are included. May I be safe. May I be at ease. May I live with peace. Now pause. Notice your breath. Notice your body. Notice your mind. Even if thoughts are still present. Notice if they feel less sharp. Even if emotions are still present. Notice if you feel less alone within. That is progress. Now let us talk about the deeper meaning of compassion as awakening. Awakening is not escaping emotions. Awakening is seeing clearly what is happening inside and choosing a wise response. Loving kindness helps awakening because it reduces threat. When threat reduces, clarity increases. When clarity increases, you can choose better actions. Better actions create better outcomes. This is the whole chain of cause and effect. Inner kindness changes outer life. So when you practice loving kindness, you are not just making yourself feel good. You are shaping your future behavior. You are shaping your relationships. You are shaping your ability to face difficulty without becoming cruel. Now we move toward the ending of this session. And I want to offer a simple closing reflection. If you have been waiting to feel worthy before you treat yourself kindly, you will wait forever. Kindness is not a prize. Kindness is a practice. And the practice is how you become more stable, more wise, and more free. I have seen people change not because their life became perfect, but because their inner voice became less violent. They began to speak to themselves like a friend. They began to pause before reacting. They began to rest without guilt. They began to set boundaries without shame. They began to forgive themselves for being human. That is loving kindness becoming a life. Now take one slow breath in. Take one slow breath out. Feel the support under you. Now offer one final phrase. May I be kind to myself today. May I be kind to others without abandoning myself. May I live with peace. Thank you for spending this time with me. If this helped you, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, and leave a comment with one phrase that felt real for you today. And share your story too. What does kindness toward yourself look like in your real life? Your words might help someone else who is trying to rebuild their inner home one small step at a time. Until next time, take care.